realized man. In today's video, I'm going to show you why society's expectations are complete bullshit, why you should never, ever, 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 ever follow them unless you want to be depressed and in a state of sheer melancholy on your deathbed. I'm going to give you an alternate model that's going to make sure you realize your complete potential as a man. And to do this, we're not going to consult no fancy-pantsy philosophers. Ain't no Marcus Aurelius, not Lao Tzu, not Aristotle. No, we're going to look at a guy who makes kebabs for a living.
Hundreds turned out in the middle of the night to honour a local legend, Mario, known for his famous flute and late-night food, who's now been immortalised online.
Mario Geklik served his kebabs with a song. It was his signature dish. After battling cancer, Mario passed away on Tuesday. He was 61. This morning, just past midnight, a crowd gathered at Manly Corso to pay tribute to the kebab flautist.
So you just saw that video where there were hundreds of people just gathered around at nighttime or at this kebab shop celebrating. So why did so many people show up for this man? It's because he created value. He made them smile a little bit. When they were getting ready for work and they were going to, the kebab shop to get the hot donut kebab, he was there playing his flute, doing this thing. You can clearly see that this goes against society's narrative. A man that creates kebabs should not be celebrated like this. A rapper like DMX or a celebrity, yeah, they can be celebrated like this, but a man that makes kebabs shouldn't be celebrated like this. Why is that? Because society has tricked most of us men into thinking that for us to be a success, we need the superficial things. We need to have the really big house, the sexy car, the hot wife, the kids, the high-paying executive job, the 8-figure business. That's all nonsense, because when you look at it, the people that have these things, a lot of the times are not happier than people that don't have it. Sometimes it's actually to their detriment. They're hollow inside. Recently, saw Floyd Mayweather. He's got millions of dollars, but he got a hair transplant. Right? He got some hair transplant surgery because he didn't have hair. And he was probably feeling insecure about that. Or Zac Efron, who all the ladies love. When I was growing up, all the girls talked about Zac Efron. He got some plastic surgery done, or like he changed his jaw or something. So when you go down this socially conditioned narrative, you fall for that hedonic treadmill, and there's always more that you need. Now I got a question for you. If you were to die today, and your funeral was next week, how many people would show up? Probably just your immediate family, and maybe a couple of your friends. Another question. Let's fast forward 10 years. How many people would think about you? What type of impact would you have left? Let me share with you this quote that I really like. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. The true measure of a man is how much impact he leaves behind, positive impact. And this doesn't always have to be of the glorious kind in terms of being like Gandhi or being like some president or something like that. You don't have to do that. You could be like this guy who makes kebab. He left a positive impact, and his story will be passed down for generations. Man, our energy needs to keep going long after our physical bodies go into the dirt. I remember watching the scene from the movie Troy when Achilles is talking to his mom and he's just about to head off for the Trojan War. And she said to him, look, if you stay here, your life is going to be good. I'll be seeing you all the time. You're going to have a nice family. It's going to be nice. Your kids are going to grow up and you're going to see them grow and marry. It's going to be wonderful. But if you leave for Troy, you will die. But your name will be remembered in history. So Achilles, he left. He went. He's like, I'm going for this legacy. I'm leaving. I'm going to fight. That's the essence of manliness, the essence of masculine energy. I'm not saying that you have to go to some war and get yourself killed just for whatever. I'm saying you need to create something that's larger than yourself. Too many men are operating from a very selfish perspective. They're just thinking about me, 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 me. How can I make more money? How can I screw over people? How can I get this? Me, 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 me. And those people are the ones that remain shallow forever. They remain empty forever because they're going against their fundamental nature. If you want to know if something is good for you, pay attention to how you feel when you do it. When you're thirsty and you drink water, you feel good. When you're hungry and you eat food, you feel good. That's nature telling you that this is good for you. When you help another human being, abiding you're not a psychopath, you tend to feel good. You feel like this, oh, I did something good for someone. So that should be a clue that the true way to live as a man is living a life of service that's intersecting with your passions. You need to be enjoying what you're doing to the point where you can do it without ever being paid to do it. It needs to be that much fun for you. And it also needs to equally be of service to other people. Anybody can just be in their bedroom and paint, and do some crappy paintings. And if other people don't like them, don't buy them. That's not really what we're talking about here. We're talking about something you can help humanity progress with. And it could be as small as making kebabs, as I keep saying. But that brings delight to your heart. And I'll give you another tangible example here. When I was in high school, I had this English teacher who was super passionate about English. This guy knew Latin. This guy would go to sleep and read some Shakespeare as a lullaby. He loved this shit, right? He loved English. And because of his passion and love for English, some of that just kind of came onto me. And I hated English. I never liked English, but it was just so contagious. And he saw something in me too and kept pushing me to get better. And as a result, I did get better. I was like last in the class at the beginning of the year. And by the end of the second year, I was like number 2 in the class. As a result of that experience, I got the skills to write really well. And those skills transitioned into what I'm doing for the Realized Man, because it taught me how to write an essay, which then can get formed into a video essay. So his application to English got trickled down. And he's passed away now, but you guys are seeing the effects of that. He played an integral part in this channel as well. I got the idea of the realized man from that English class, because you always talk about a realized character in these novels and essays we'll read, being an evolved character, someone who is transforming, someone who's complex. And that's where the realized man came from. So thank you to him, because we might be called the average man, or the black man, or some nonsense. But with the realized man, we are all realized men here. So to recap, forget society's expectations. Find something that intersects your passion and service, and do that thing to the end. And that is how you live a fulfilled life. Look, I'm doing it. I'm loving it. That's why I keep saying this. What you guys have to realize is these videos, I actually don't make as much money from these videos as other businesses that I have. This is something I just do because I want to do it, even if it's free. I've been doing this for years, because this is how I leave my legacy behind. This is how I continue that chain of good. Us men have to push forward. So you need to find that. I guarantee you're going to feel a whole lot better. Do this, and I promise you'll be one step closer to living and dying well. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell notifications so we can see more of each other. Until next time.